huge developments this morning concerning Enzo Maresca's future. Our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solikol, joins us on set. Good morning to you, Kaveh. So what's the latest when it comes to Maresca?
Well, look, it feels like we are reaching the point of no return for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea. At the moment, there is no guarantee that he will be in charge for Chelsea's away game at Manchester City on Sunday. If you remember, after Chelsea's draw on Tuesday night against Bournemouth at home, he did not appear for the post-match news conference. That just gives you another sign that everything is not the way it should be behind the scenes at Chelsea. And relations are strained between Maresca and some key figures at Stamford Bridge. My information is that Maresca, for his part, feels like a red line has been crossed. So I feel we're getting close to that point where there could be a parting of the ways between Maresca and Chelsea by mutual agreement. Interesting to see whether he resigns or he's sacked, or we get a statement saying it's by mutual agreement. We're not 100% sure that he is going to be leaving, but that feels like the direction of travel this morning.
It feels like this situation has ramped up quite rapidly. How did it get to this point?
Very good question, because at the end of November, Chelsea beat Barcelona 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. They then drew 1-1 with Arsenal, played really, really well, even though they were down to 10 men for more than an hour. So everything was going really, really well at the club. But you got a sneak peek at the fact that there are problems behind the scenes when Chelsea beat Everton December the 13th. After the game, Enzo Maresca, in the middle of a news conference, suddenly says, "The days leading up to this game have been the worst 48 hours of my time at the club. There are many people here who are not supporting me or the team." Now, when he was pressed on numerous occasions about what he meant by those comments, he didn't clarify them, but he seemed to stand by those comments. And I think the issue is that relations have been strained behind the scenes at Chelsea between Maresca and some key individuals. And when results have been going well, that has papered over the cracks. So everyone's just got on with it. Chelsea have been winning. They've been winning trophies. They've been qualifying for the Champions League. It hadn't mattered so much that these issues existed behind the scenes at the club. But as soon as results turned, and for the second winter in a row, Chelsea's form has really dipped during the winter, then you see all these issues coming to the surface.
Yeah, they had the exact same, didn't they, last winter as well? I mean, they've got a bit of a fixture pile-up as well over the coming month. Just how pivotal, when we look at this list of fixtures, could this be for their season? It is fairly relentless.
I mean, if it was just down to results, you would look at this fixture list. Chelsea have got 9 games in January in 4 different competitions. They've got some daunting away trips. Manchester City on Sunday. They have a pretty poor record against City in recent times. Crucial Champions League games as well, including a trip away at Napoli. They're playing Arsenal in the semi-final first leg of the League Cup. But I fear that it has got beyond the stage where we're going to be looking at the fixture list and thinking Enzo Maresca needs to win these games to keep his job. There's something else going on. I think now this is more to do with results. And my feeling is that Enzo Maresca feels that a red line has been crossed, which has made it very, very difficult for him to carry on as the Chelsea head coach.
And for Chelsea fans watching, how do you think they'll react to this news? Because there were chants, weren't there, the other night when they drew 2-2 with Bournemouth of you don't know what you're doing. What will the response be to this news this morning that he could be on his way out?
I think there'll be a mixed reaction. I think it's fair to say that some Chelsea fans have never taken Enzo Maresca to their heart. They don't like his style of football. But there are other Chelsea fans who appreciate the work he's done and the success that he's brought to the club. He was brought in to improve on what Mauricio Pochettino had achieved at the club, which was basically to stabilise the club, but to kick the club on further forward. And he did that. He got Chelsea into the Champions League. He won a European trophy. OK, it was only the Conference League. He won the Club World Cup as well. I think he just feels he deserves a little bit more respect for what he has achieved. I think he feels that he needs a little bit more support. He's got the youngest team in the Premier League. He's got the youngest squad in the Premier League. Chelsea don't go out and buy world-class players anymore. They buy young players and they give them to Enzo Maresca to develop. He feels he's been doing a very, very difficult job well, and you can judge him by the trophies that he's won. But I just feel that he thinks, you know what, maybe the time has come for me to leave. I should finish off by saying it's very unusual for managers to resign in this day and age, because usually, I'm not 100% sure if this is the case with Enzo Maresca, but usually if you walk away from a contract, you don't get compensation. So that is something else to bear in mind as well.